welcome back to my channel. I have not filmed on YouTube in so long and I just kind of want to get back to it. I don't know why I just decided to pick up the camera today and just show you guys and just do my makeup and just reintroduce myself, I guess. So we'll do like a chatty get ready with me and just kind of show you guys some new makeup that I've been using and just like new ways that I've been doing my makeup routine. So let's get into it. So this is my makeup bag. It's from a brand called Etoile, I think, Etoile or something like that. I think it's like an Australian brand. I will leave a link to it though in the description box. And I love this like really rich, deep chocolatey brown. It is so nice. It's my favorite thing. Majority of my makeup is housed in here now. I've just downsized on like makeup products so much over the year. I still buy them, obviously. Like I'm obsessed with Sephora like any other girl. Use as much like high coverage products anymore. These are all the brushes I own, and then this is like majority of the makeup that I own. So what I love about this makeup bag is all the different little compartments, and I probably will just have like more blushes and lipsticks, and then I will just kind of switch it out from time to time. But this is majority of my makeup collection. Like I do not have a lot more than this, and I love that. I just kind of use whatever I have. Once I finish a product, I'll then go and try something new and like buy something new. But I've been trying my best not to over consume beauty products. So yeah, so here's just how the inside of my makeup bag looks like. What to do is obviously just start with, you know, whatever moisturizing skincare technique you have. I like to use the Rhode glazing milk. This is my favorite skincare product of all time. I absolutely love it. Before this I was using the Lash one and I liked it, but I just love the consistency of this one so much better, and I feel like this absorbs onto my skin, but it also just kind of is like a nice layer on top where it extends, like, I guess, the hydration of my skin. The Laneige one, my skin just drinks it up way too quickly, and then I just feel like it doesn't, like, it just still leaves my skin really dry, whereas the Rhode one doesn't do that. And then we're gonna go in with sunscreen. I like to use the Joeson sunscreen right here. They changed their formula because I didn't used to like this. It was a little too drying for my skin, and now I just find it really nice and moisturizing. Next we're gonna go with brows. So I don't use anything on my eyebrows except for like an eyebrow gel. The one, and what I've been doing recently is I use this Got To Be glue, and then I use like these little disposable spoolies that you can get from like Amazon. Use a little bit of this gel out, and I just like literally barely like coat my spoolie with it, and then I take the cap and rub off the excess like that. I kind of go like crazy with it, and then I just start brushing it upwards like so, and then gently just kind of like tame down all the edges. And I'm not going to do anything else to my brows. Again, this is like my daily makeup routine. If I was doing something a little bit more fancy schmancy, I would do more to it. I would just kind of fill it in with a little bit with a pencil, but we're not going to do that. For the face, we're going to go in with the Makeup Forever Super Boost Skin Tint, and I like this a lot just for day-to-day. It's very nice. It's very lightweight. I've completely, I know, like been disappeared from YouTube, but I have been kind of active on other social media platforms. I've gotten into short form content creation a lot on like TikTok and Instagram Reels. So I will leave those accounts down below in case you're interested in wanting to follow me. I do the same kind of like, I guess, lifestyle, beauty, fashion type videos. But life has just been so hectic. I feel like since I got married, it's just been so chaotic. I think it's just kind of like adjusting to a new life, adjusting to like a new lifestyle and like a whole nother person. It's not easy. and I just find myself so busy in like things, whether it's constantly going on trips or moving into an apartment and then setting that up. And I became a mom, and we had our son last year in April, so he's a little bit over a year and a half now. And I just totally poked myself in that. But yeah, there's just been a lot of changes happening, and it's been honestly like not difficult in the sense, but it's a lot different than what my life used to be. I think that's like a better term for it. We're gonna go in with Saie, and this is in Chili. It's one of like my favorite blushes from them. And then the other one I have in my makeup bag is this one, which is in Spicy, and it's a lot more of like a deeper brown, but I promise you guys, like, it does not look as scary on the face. And I think they recently like revamped their formula, because I got this like a couple years ago, and this is a lot more sheer, a lot more dewier, while this one is still dewy, but it's not as sheer. So I really like their new formula better. And the way that I like doing this is I actually also use this under my eyes as like a color correction. So I'll apply this to my cheeks, and then I'll go a little bit under my eyes, and then I also go on my nose. I love blush. I have blush blindness, I'm pretty sure, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's been pretty much like the update of my life being a mom, just being a wife, and then also like handling work and everything like that. It's just been very busy, but I feel like now, especially with like my schedule for my newborn, it's been a lot better. I feel like I have like a decent schedule down for him, and it's been nice because I can now have like time to do whatever it is that I need to get done, or just kind of prioritize my hobbies or anything like that. So it's been kind of nice to have that back. In my makeup bag, I do have like 3 concealers that I absolutely love. The first one is the Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick, and so I like to use this if I wasn't using the Skin Tint by Makeup Forever. When I'm in a hurry, I'll just kind of use this as like on my face, and then just kind of spot conceal with it as well. And it's so pretty on the skin, especially if you have like really nice, well moisturized skin, and you just put this on and then just set it with a little bit of powder. Like, it gives you the most natural finish, but it still evens out your complexion, and I really like this. But I usually use this when I don't have the skin tint, and I just kind of use this around my face as a concealer and as like, I guess like a foundation or whatever. But what I like to do when I'm doing this routine where I have my skin tint on, I've been mixing these two. So this is the Tower 28 concealer, and then I also go in with the Hourglass, oh my god, the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. So I use both of these, and I really like it, but there is a trick to using them. If I blend this in right away, it doesn't give me that desired coverage, and it also settles into my fine lines. So what I like to do is I'll just apply a little bit under my eyes with just this the Tower 28 concealer first, and then I go in with the Hourglass concealer, and I'll just go on top, and then just a little bit around my mouth. I don't do a lot, and then I will just let this marinate. I like to, especially under eyes, maybe around the mouth I'll kind of blend in earlier, but under the eyes I do kind of like to let it sit there before I actually go actively and like blend it out. I've been loving this Fenty Beauty contour stick in the shade Truffle. It's a very like cool tone brown, so I'll just kind of go right here, and then I'll just go a little bit on my nose. Like, it's just such an easy blend, and that's why I like it so much. I know the contour and like cheek products, they can look a little bit too messy, but that's why I like to do concealer afterwards to blend it out, because then it just kind of goes and cleans everything up. Kind of clean up my nose contour. But I find this method so much easier than applying mascara and then having to take it off when you're, you know, wanting to take your makeup off for the night. And what I do is I use cluster lashes. These are by Ardell. And then I go in with a bond and sealer. This is by Lash. I got this from Amazon. But it basically has like a bond side and then a sealing side for once afterwards you apply your lashes. And pretty much what I do is I'll go and only halfway towards my lashes. I don't do it all the way. That's just my preference. Apply this underneath your lashes, and you don't coat your entire lash with it, just the lash line. Apply these lash clusters like underneath. I don't know if you guys notice a difference, but it just makes it a lot more fuller. It still looks natural. It doesn't look too crazy. To mention the size that I use, so this time I just use 10 millimeters. I usually like to go 12 and then 10, but I just want to go for something a little bit more on the natural side today, so I just use 3 clusters of 10. Pretty much it. Now all I do is, once I'm done applying the lashes, is I go in with the sealer, and the sealer is clear, unlike the bond. And that is it. Now we're gonna blend out the concealer. In order for your makeup to look good, yes, it depends on the products you use, but it's also has a lot to do with your technique and then also the tools. Like, I invested last year on really good makeup brushes, and I'm not kidding you guys, that changed the game for me. And then also just like my technique on how I've been doing my makeup, and that I feel like made my makeup just look so much better, because the way that I was doing my makeup before, it looked good, but it would always just sit on the top of my skin. You know, like obviously you want your makeup to look really nice and like natural, but you also want it to look like you're wearing makeup. All right, and then for under the eyes, I'm gonna first go in with a translucent loose setting powder. This one is Laura Mercier. I actually do not like this one. I loved my Givenchy loose setting powder, but I recently like finished it, and I have just been using this Laura Mercier one for now, because I had this sitting in my makeup like drawer, and so I pulled it out. I was like, might as well just use it, but I've come to realize that it's actually just does not work for my skin anymore. It's so drying, and once you kind of get a taste of that Givenchy powder, you realize that the Laura Mercier one is just not it, at least for me. And then for the rest of my face, I go in with the One Size powder. This is their Turn Up the Base foundation powder, but I don't like go too crazy with it. I just kind of go like on my forehead, under my cheeks, to kind of clean up the blush and everything, and then that's it. We're almost done, you guys. Do like the cream blush, but then I like to go in with like a powder blush after. I'm gonna go in with the Dior Rosy Glow blush. This is one of my favorite like pinky bright blushes, especially when I'm doing very natural everyday type makeup. This powder blush is one of my favorites. And then also I've been obsessed with this Saie blush in Chow. This is such a beautiful blush. I love this for the summertime. I think this is like an all year blush for sure. This would look so good in the fall time as well. So this always stays in my makeup bag. This one and this one never leaves my makeup bag. Lips change all the time. So I first go in with MAC Plum lip liner. I know it looks kind of crazy, but I like lip liner that's a little bit darker. Going with the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Pillow Talk medium. This is my favorite one of my favorite lipsticks. It's like top 5, and this is the second tube of it. I love it that much. though perfect. I just hope that the lighting isn't making any of the tones look weird, because it looks a lot more cool tone on in the camera, but I promise you guys it's not that cool tone. Like, this is so cool tone, it's not this cool tone in real life. My lips are just extremely dry. I'm gonna top this off with the Summer Friday lip balm, and this one I think is in vanilla beige. This is one of my favorite ones, guys. I'm obsessed with these. I don't know what to do. I have these two here with me right now, but I have the peachy one, which is the newest addition to my family of Summer Friday lip balms, but that's in my bag because I was wearing that. But seriously, like, these are my favorite. I just love these. I love collecting these. Whenever I want to wear makeup, like, this is pretty much the makeup that I do all the time. It's my go-to makeup, and I really like it, and I think it looks really cute, really presentable. I use the Dyson, and today I actually did my hair in like less than 10 minutes with the Dyson, which I think is really impressive. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my makeup routine. If you want to see like any other videos from me, let me know. But I'm kind of excited to start recording videos again, and just like long-term content. And this was very therapeutic. So thank you guys for sitting here while I just chatted about random things and about makeup, anything that makes a girl happy. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.